I never thought I'd see the day where we would finally have Baymax again. Fuck to the yes! Hi guys, welcome to the Charming Analysis podcast. I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And today, we are going to be talking about the new Big Hero 6 mini-series called Baymax. Right, honey?
Just Baymax.
Yeah. And Hero a little bit, but you know.
Yeah, but just mainly Baymax.
Yeah. So, honey, why don't you tell them what it's about? Since you were the one that wanted to introduce me to this. So, why don't you tell them what it's about?
It's pretty much a follow-up little spin-off series that Baymax is just helping the citizens of San Francisco and their daily mental and physical problems. That's pretty much what it's designed to be. And I'm so happy. I was gonna I heard about this show back when it was announced in a little bit alongside when they announced the Big Hero 6 TV show. They were gonna do a little spin-off. And I was like, where is that spin-off? You know, the TV show already had 2 seasons. Where's the spin-off that everybody was talking about? I don't know, I realized why it took so long. This is actually really fantastic. Like, even if this was it, I would be like, okay, I would love more. I would crave for more of this. But the way that they treat Baymax as a character is really simple. But holy shit, this is just a perfect character to follow, I guess. In the Big Hero 6 world, I think people gravitated towards Baymax. Everybody loves Baymax, so I think by introducing Baymax is kind of how would you say those characters are? Like a character that experiences their surroundings more than actually, I guess, interrupts the story. What are those called?
I'm not sure.
Main foil. What is it called?
Main focus?
No, not a main focus. Projection character?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like that type of show, where you let, I guess, the main character go around and then you just
experience the surroundings,
experience the other characters and their emotional goal. And Baymax is just literally just a camera
and just a plot device.
Yeah, it's a plot device pretty much, but it's a really fucking good plot device that they got going on.
Yeah, they
could make 100 of these goddamn things, and I would not be tired of them one bit, because I just like seeing it. Maybe because Big Hero 6 was a childhood movie. It's really close to my heart, and I really like it a lot.
Me too. I actually really like Big Hero 6. It's one of the better Disney movies that came out in the last, couple decades.
You said you didn't like it.
I did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I thought you were it's okay.
I did
heard you say it was okay.
I did like it. It's just, it's been such a long time since I last saw it. The last time I watched it was, years ago. But I probably need to watch it again just to,
When it came out?
Yeah, when it came out.
You watched it one time and you were like, I know.
But it's good. I like it. And Baymax is definitely one of my favorite characters. I love him. He's, best boy. And just... We will get into spoiler territory a tiny bit. We're going to try our hardest not to.
It doesn't really focus on Big Hero 6. It just focuses on Baymax, which is good. I'm fine with that. And it's it's nice just seeing him interact with people. I think that's why people mainly like that movie, is because of Baymax. And he's just such a unique character, because he is anybody can project onto him.
Yeah, and he's not one of those annoying
sidekick
characters. He's actually very endearing.
Yes.
I love him so much. And just you get to see him help out so many different people and for so many different reasons. Mm-hmm. And something that I will talk about because it's touched on very lightly. Because there was controversy with this when this came out, because they're talking about periods, and there's a person with a transgender shirt on. That's only for one fucking episode. First off, that's for only one episode. But I'm happy.
I like that they complain about it, but like
it's not even the whole focus of the whole thing.
No. What's funny to me about it is that they complain, like, whenever someone talks about, like, any type of representation done, and they're like, oh, the horror. I like that it's always coming from a series that always progresses, always talks about either progressive, like, fantasy elements or progressive sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
It's always those types of, like, scenarios, because they clearly have not watched this original source material. Most of them are, like, you know, comedic adventure type stories, and it's just like, bruh, if you just watched the show, like, I can think of, like, I guess, like, Owl House and stuff like that, and it's high fantasy and, like, a very, like, you know, normal, accepting society. I don't understand why, like, you're getting so fucking mad over it. And in this one, it's like, it is a culturally diverse like
it's very
city that is literally taking place in a different universe where like Japan and like some type of agreement has happened. I don't know where this came from, but I think it's like it's a universe where I think there's like a I don't know how to say this. It was like a United of Nations situation, where like people will mix in with other people for the sake of just having like two countries together in the same area, and that's literally the fucking setting of the story. Like, that's the whole fucking point. It's literally a society that is blend in much more together than our own. That's the whole point. And it has to deal with robotics and shit, and like advance in technology.
Yeah.
And like you're like, oh, but you let one person in that's not conform to the American culture.
And people get pissed
and
off.
Then people are like just old school culture, and it's just like, oh, well, we can't have any of those walking around. I'm
like legit, and I need to say
it's
this.
not the fucking point. Like, it's literally not your society. It's literally not.
Yeah, but I will say this though: all the
goodness.
controversy that people are saying about it, it's ridiculous. Like, first off, they only talk about periods in one episode. There's like 6, right?
There's 6 episodes. One of them talks about periods. It's not even. Also, that isn't even
like the worst.
Okay,
thing.
One of them talks about periods. One of them talks about. Okay, one of them talks about periods. One of them talks about like.
Conquering like past trauma.
Conquering past trauma due to like, you know, aging. Another one deals with trauma, like, or not trauma, but like allergies. Another one deals with like not working, like, you know, when you're like ill or sick or like literally have like a deficiency that's making you work. And there's just, and like people are like just like, well, no, that well, best you should always be working and shit. I'm just like, no, this promotes self-care of the human and emotional spirit, and it's like that's the whole point of the show. You just don't like those messages that I don't know. You must be a robot yourself.
And I'm happy that we actually get to see people talk about like mental, physical, and emotional like health.
Yeah.
In this, like, that's one of the best things about
like
this
Baymax will
miniseries.
not rest until you feel better.
Yeah, like legit.
That is the whole point.
Like, I never knew how fucking persistent he was Until this, but he's not persistent in a bad way.
Yeah.
He's persistent in a fucking good way to, like, show, hey, I'm doing this to help you. I'm not trying to hurt you, but he's doing it to help you.
Yeah, and
but I fucking love it, though.
But can you imagine if the series gets picked up and they're like, okay, well, you're gonna take a little bit of a chance with this, and, like, let's say, I highly doubt that this will happen, but let's say that the team behind this will want to do more, like, advanced stories, like, talk about, I highly doubt that they're gonna do this, talk about more of women's health, talk about more of like, you know, stress, anxiety,
I
depression.
feel like they will.
Look, the original movie was already talking about depression already. It was already, like, treading that, like, really, like, that nice slide to where we were already experiencing, like, a child's perspective of depression and losing a loved one already. So why don't we go into other, like, adults and also children, because Baymax also deals with children. They're going to talk about, like, you know, things that children go through. They're going to talk about that shit. They're also going to talk about what adult people go through as well.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about hormones or like, you know, women, or I guess women's body. I doubt that they're going to do it now because of the climate right now. The political, whatever the fuck.
They probably could.
They're probably gonna. Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about, like, the healthcare? God's sake. Why don't we talk about healthcare and, like, the commentary on that? Wouldn't it be awesome if they were to talk about, like, changing up, like, let's take it a step further on the transgender thing. One of Baymax was giving advice to a transgender person.
Exactly.
Like one of Baymax was giving advice to someone with a disability. Like,
that would be great. Like,
what if we had an episode where Baymax was literally a healthcare provider to someone who has autism?
Exactly.
Like, well, like, I like, there's so many ideas that you could do with this show.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be, like, if this goes on, it could be one of the best fucking shows.
Like, legit, I will say this, and I stand by this.
Oh, God.
Out of all the stuff that we've had in the last, like, couple years, this is probably the most progressive show Disney has probably done. One of the most progressive. It's one of the most progressive. In my opinion. Like, it's one of the most.
Yeah.
Another one being Owl House, and another one being, like, Amphibia and shit.
And it actually teaches, like,
but this actually teaches facts to people.
It does.
And it teaches, like, good stuff to people.
Like, damn, I didn't know people could have fish allergies. Like, 40% people can develop fish allergies. But hey, I guess I know that now.
Yeah, but it's interesting, and you, like, get to learn.
Now, I don't know how scientifically accurate that is, but fucking Baymax is like a computer.
Watch it be physically accurate and, like, pretty much accurate, and I'm gonna be like, damn, Baymax is smart as fuck.
Well, then knows that the people are actually doing research on it.
Yeah.
Because I guess people were talking about, well, what if we can have a Baymax in, like, real life? Because
I wish we could have that.
That's what he was inspired by. Like, actual medical professions making a hospital robot. So that's pretty much what,
I kind of hope they actually do that.
That's pretty much what it is. It's like, what if we made a design? Because the brilliant thing about his design is because he is, like, you know,
he's legit a balloon.
He is a balloon.
He's a mobile balloon.
He's a mobile balloon that, like, you can, like, you know, he has the capacity to be, like, child friendly, but he also has the strength enough to, like, you know,
help someone not crash into a fucking building.
Yeah.
Like he did with the fish guy.
Yeah. Like to stop a moving car. So,
like, legit, he's the, like, one of the ultimate, like, best robots. Yes, honestly, he's one of the best robots.
Such a simple design too. I love it.
Yeah. One more thing I will add, and then we can give our ratings. I just love that we're actually I like that Disney is attempting. Attempting. Take that like that. Attempting to provide more LGBT stuff in their content. In some aspects. I like that they're actually trying.
I could care less.
Now, I hate the fact that we're getting Owl House canceled and shit over that, but...
Sorry, this has literally been in development for a while.
I know, but I'm just
Owl
saying...
House probably wasn't even conceived by that point.
I know, but I'm just saying, I think it's nice that we're starting to get a little bit.
More than that, I like that it tackles...
And
this is mainly for children.
But I like
that it tackles everybody of every age.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is helping people of all ages. Not just kids. Like, this is helping teens, adults, elderly people. It's helping pretty much anyone from any age. Like, across, like, the 6 episodes, you deal with people of all ages.
You deal with an
older woman. You deal with, like...
Aunt Cass.
Who's, like, in her mid-30s. 40s, something like that. 30s, 40s. But she's, like, mid-adult.
And then you deal with
like a child,
like a 12-year-old girl,
and then you deal with like a cat,
and then you deal with a cat,
and then you deal with Baymax,
and then you deal with the guy at the food truck who's probably like in his 20s. Yeah.
But you're also dealing with like other stuff like that.
You're also dealing with animal care too.
Exactly. Like, he's willing to do anything, honestly,
and
that's
humans, animals, maybe other robots.
Maybe,
you know.
He's willing to do anything, and that's honestly
as much intelligence as he does. Like,
he's a good character.
I also like that we get to see like Hero again, and he's not just like, I don't know. There was like a little mold that he fell into a little bit. In the movie, but I'm happy and probably in the TV show, which is probably why I didn't really watch the TV show that much. But there is like, like whenever it's centered around Baymax.
It's better.
It's a lot better, I will say, because I don't think really like that whole team that they had was really all that interesting in the
movie.
Whatever it was, why I watched it and why I loved it was because of Baymax. Hero and Baymax's relationship and how they dealt with the healing process and all that. It was great when that was on. It didn't really work that much as a superhero movie to me. But
it's interesting.
But it was really interesting to see that, like, superhero movie and then, like, medical, like, comedy drama working together. Yeah. So I'm really happy that we get a series just focused on
that, which
medical
is the better
comedy drama, which I like.
Which is the better aspect of the series, in my opinion. One more thing I'll add, and then we'll give our rating. Why can't we
get, like, I guess because people are like, well, you're teaching shit to my kids that I should be teaching. Well, you don't teach them anyway.
Yeah, like...
Nobody likes medical comedy dramas unless they're, like, on ABC, and they're titled, like, Grey's Anatomy, which is...
what the fuck. Anyway, one more thing I'll add. I also, actually 2 more quick things. Yes. One, I'm happy that we actually get... whoever came up with the concept, the people behind the team of Baymax said people can have periods, whether they are biologically a woman or they're transitioning. Yes. So fuck everyone else who says they can't.
It's nice to see that.
It's nice to see them tackling that, which I think is a great thing. Even though it was for 1 episode, and I'm happy it was at least for 1 episode. I'm glad they did it. Second, I'm happy we also got to see a gay character in this.
How about I'm happy that we get to see this world again?
That too. Like, I'm happy we get to see the world too, but I'm also happy we got to see, like, a gay person in this. But I didn't even know he was gay till, like, the very end.
I knew he was gay.
I didn't.
The mannerisms said he was, like...
But it was nice, though.
That guy.
Yeah. But it
was looked a lot like Tadashi, I'm not gonna lie.
He legit did. Like, one of the dudes actually looked like Tadashi.
But, like a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more...
muscular?
No, Asian looking.
Yeah. But he legit looked like him.
I'm not gonna lie, like, whenever, like... They're getting a lot better with CGI and POC characters.
Yeah, honestly, like, they did great with this. Honestly.
They're getting a lot better with it, because... Disney likes to do that thing more. Well, they're POC, but we want to make the eyes really fucking big so you don't know that they're POC. And I'm just like, man, just add some fucking features. There's nothing wrong with that. Just add some fucking features, please. I'm begging you. Do not make them look like fucking Disney princesses. Princesses, please. Do not do that.
All right. So, do you want to? How about I get my rating first, and then you give yours?
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be great. In terms of, I'll go first. I'll go first. I want to go first.
You go first then.
I wanted to see this series for so long. I got it. I liked it. Compared to the other, like, you know, Disney Channel, like, you know, movies based on, cartoons based on movies, this is hands down
one of the best ones.
I think the best one I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, I can't think of it. Maybe because of the quality of the animation. It's just, God, it took them years to make this. Can you imagine, like, if they kept on doing that? Which,
I hope they do more.
I hope they do it, but, it's gonna...
So
sure, this is not cheap to make.
But I will ask this, so... If they were to make more episodes, would you be happy with that? But if they don't, are you happy with where they're at?
I'm happy where they're at, but it's a starting point to know that, hey, we haven't forgotten about this. And they're doing a Zootopia one, which I know you're probably gonna
Yes! I want to fucking watch that shit!
Yeah, and it's gonna be same animation.
Yes.
It's gonna be same animation.
I love Zootopia.
Quality.
We needed to
No,
watch
it's gonna be same animation quality like Baymax. So...
Fuck!
It's gonna be, we're gonna have this one. And if these miniseries do well, then they're gonna produce more content.
They better.
I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we get more of these, like, little worlds, little side character hustles, whatever. I'm happy. I want more. I want more of this.
Me
more
too.
Specifically, I want Baymax. I really like that.
Yeah.
I really like that fucking robot. He's so cute.
All right, what's your rating?
What's my rating? Well, I want to see more. I like it. I really do. I actually really love it. It kind of almost made me cry at some points.
You were like crying while I was watching it with you. Oh my gosh. You should have seen Jake crying. He was crying at this.
The fact that they, like, addressed, like, I guess, periods in, like, a way that like,
people can relate to.
No, just in a storytelling perspective. Just telling that one kid's story was just really great. I'm gonna give it a 9.
You're gonna give it a 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rate this higher than the movie.
Really?
Yeah. It's an hour. It's like you can you can take this as like an hour short.
Yeah, it's basically
you,
10 minutes each, but you can basically watch it for an hour and not get tired.
Yeah, and then you would want more, and then you would wonder why there isn't more, because
there's only 6, which is kind of sad, but I hope they do more in the future, because if they do,
hopefully it comes out like 5 years later, we get another 6 episodes.
Then I'll be like, we're gonna review those when those come out.
I know.
All right, for me, I actually give it a 8.5 out of 10.
Higher than the movie?
Yes. Okay. Well, eventually we should review the movie, just to kind of compare it to this.
It came out in 2014.
Yeah, but we'll eventually do a review on Big Hero 6 if you guys are interested, because I would like to do a review on it. But
that's probably a movie that's aged well and probably aged poorly at the same time.
We'll talk about that one day when we get to it, but I give mine an 8.5. I think it's pretty good, and I'm happy that we actually got something like this. I'm happy we get to see Baymax again. And just overall, we need more shit like this. Like, where's this shit? Like, if Disney's focused more on this kind of shit, I think
we're going to get more series like this that focus on... We're going to get more shows like this.
Which I hope.
No, I mean... They're coming out. They're already coming out.
I know.
And they already got a planned schedule. I can't wait for what, like, you know,
comes next.
I mean, from any studio, it doesn't matter. I think the closest thing we're gonna get is I think the closest thing that we're gonna get to a similar feeling like this is Hair Love. They're coming out with a show that's like focused on that.
Yes.
Family. And like, we get a black family living in a hugely like populated city. I think it was either I can't remember. It was either San Francisco or New York. I don't remember, but it was like somewhere like that.
Anyway,
and then we got what's it called? Not Elastic. What's it called? Elastic?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about though. I'm really looking forward to those shows, and I'm really looking forward to if they produce more of these slice of life shows. I really like it.
Me too.
Beautiful. I love it. Chef's kiss.
All right. So that's basically the end of the podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Be on the lookout for some more stuff coming soon. And I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out.